Sally and Lavina, here's a demonstration of the combined invoice function. Sally had asked for this relative to the YMCA. It might also prove of some value for manufacturer reimbursed. I don't know how they pay us, but well, probably not. Forget that. I think they pay us by work order. I've gone to invoices and clicked on this button, combine invoices. It asks you what customer. So I've already looked to see that the Athenaeum has several invoices. What I would do would be to select the ones I want to combine and then click on this combine selected invoices. I won't do that because I've already got a couple of dummy orders under my name. But that's how you combine invoices. They also have a view. You can view in invoices. You can view regular invoices. You can view combined invoices. And so this is a result of 2 work orders, and I went through the process I just showed you, and this is what I got. It seems to look like a regular invoice with the exception of, there are 2 work orders involved here. So it's listing what was on those work orders and the amounts. So in this case, I had a $2 transaction, a $1 transaction, both of which are taxable. That's a total of 3 tax, total of $321. I mean, you can click on this and you can go back to the work order in question. So if you had any questions about what work orders or other invoices were combined, you would have a way to look at that. I guess my thought here would be that you would do a combined invoice, and that combined invoice would be followed by the printout of these 2 work orders. Okay, so when I went to this invoice, I was able to pay it. So I've got a payment tab here, and it shows that I took a check for $3.21. So when I go back to this invoice, it is showing that it's paid $321, balance due is 0. In answer to your question, Sally, before you do this, you certainly would have to go to each of these work orders and ensure that they are closed billed, because that's the thing that's going to get the technician paid. The fact that we combine these invoices, I don't think impacts payroll, because we're doing that on the basis of who is the technician and is it in a closed billed state. So that's one thing that you have to ensure, that each work order is getting coded to closed billed. Okay, that's about all I know at this point. Again, hopefully, well, let me show you while we're here that there's a report, Sally, that you would use to ask yourself, well, what's outstanding? And that's the outstanding balance per customer. And in this case, let me go back a little bit here. Sorry. So this is the report you would use. Now, as you know, I'm in the process of paying off 3,000 some invoices, but I would hope that when I get that done, I'm hoping that, you know, when we drop the flag, this will say 0. And I guess the work order that I did, you know, the test work order I just did with the combined invoice, I guess is not showing up here because it's paid. Okay, that's all I got. So fire away with questions. The alternative to this, if you don't want to get into this, would be to simply provide a cover sheet that kind of does the same thing. Here's this work order attached, and it's this amount. Here's a second work order, it's this amount, and here's the total. And that's something we could cook up for each and every client where we want to do this. Okay, that's all I got. Fire away with questions.